Hello friends. So the question today is that can India really boycott China and make goods locally? So the coronavirus, the recent Indo-China border skirmishes, these have given us reason to believe that yes, let's go jingoistic and completely boycott Chinese mobiles. But the fact of the matter is that it's going to take a lot of time before India can actually boycott China and make phones locally. It's a long and arduous journey. So this question would have come time and again with you. So today I thought that I'm going to take you through some very important data points here, which are going to help you in this journey of transformation. So for example, you have an Indian brand called Micromax. So Micromax, for example, dominated like 18% of the Indian smartphone industry share in 2014. So Samsung was clearly the number one, and then you had Micromax, Carbon, Intel, Lava. So these were essentially just branding the phones as Indians. So the model was ODM, wherein it's like original design manufacturer. You kind of make the complete phone in China, just ship it into India with an Indian label, and there is no innovation, no business strategy in the model. So they're just trying to ride on the wave of the Indian nationalism, trying to ride on the thing that okay, we want Indian phones, but they never really innovated. So if it's completely made in China and just the label is a Micromax, a Carbon, a Lava, then it really makes no sense. So from there, these Chinese companies innovated, and today they have a dominant share. Xiaomi has 30%, Vivo 17%, Samsung, the Korean brand, has 16%, and then you got Oppo 12%, Realme 14%, and then others also is 11%. So Indian brand would be less than like 1% or 2% of the overall thing. And you can see the shift over the years completely in favor of the Chinese brands. Chinese smartphone brands today controlled 81% in Jan to March quarter. Other MNC brands had 18%, so you got different. So here it's like 16% they are showing for Q1 2020. This is another report which says 18% other MNC brands, and then Indian. So it could be that it's Apple has got 2%, and then Indian brands is 1%. Xiaomi, Oppo, and Vivo together have clocked 73,000 crores of sales in India in 2018-19. Yes, we started exporting in FY 1920 3.6 crore units, more than twice the previous year's 1.7 crore units. Now I'll take you through some technicalities of this. So what is happening is that earlier we were doing just SKD units, semi knockdown. So the mobile was effectively made in China, imported in India, and just assembled. And then we were doing like 40% of that assembly. Now the government of India has really initiated a lot of proactive measures. Now we are moving to CKD. 95% assembly of CKD units is happening in India. But the whole point is that even if the phone is showcased as made in India, all the major components are sourced from China and they're only assembled in India. So if you look at the three major components of a phone, it is chipset, memory, and display, the screen. The first two require very high-end technology, uninterrupted water and electricity supply, very skilled manpower to run the automated machines in a very closed and vacuumed environment that we have not really been able to make in India so far. So we are going to remain dependent on a Taiwan, a Korea, or a China for the next few years for sure. What we have done so far in India is just the battery part, the chargers part, packaging materials, etc. But the lifeline of a phone, the chipset, the memory, the display, so they are always going to be Chinese or Korean or Taiwanese in the near future. So we are moving ahead. So if you look at this annual report of the Ministry of Information Technology, mobile phones, our production profiles has improved from 18,900 crores to 1,70,000 crores in 2018-19. Okay, so we have certainly moved a lot, and government has really put in this phased manufacturing program called PMP for cellular mobile handsets and related sub assemblies. So essentially, what they are wanting to do is that they are wanting to increase the domestic value addition so that you have a ecosystem in India which can manufacture mobile phones. So you're moving from SKD to CKD level of manufacturing. We just saw that in one of the previous slides. The government has put in something called MEIS, Merchandise Export Incentive Scheme. So it's giving like duty benefits of up to 4% on exported product and country. And what is the benefit? When you export the thing, free on board FOB value of that export, you get a duty credit script, and then you can transfer it to your company for working capital needs, or this can be used to offset your import requirement. So like 4% of the exported product FOB value is a lot. So MEIS is really helping incentivize Indian production. Now the government in March has launched another scheme where it will give an incentive of 25% on capital investment and 4 to 6% on incremental sales over the base year of goods manufactured in India and covered under the target segment. Over a period of next 5 years, they're going to give like 50,000 crore rupees of incentives. And so what they're wanting to do is that from 2% to 25%, which is domestic value addition in mobile phones, it's going to now move to 35% to 40% by 2025. So the whole phased manner was that 2016-17, our motto was that charger adapter, battery pack, wired headset. We implemented that this should be made in India, and then from there we moved to mechanics, die cut parts, microphone, receiver, keypad, USB cable. We implemented that. 2018-19 we moved that the printed circuit board assembly, camera module and connectors. There will be a differential duty mechanism which will promote Make in India. And 2019-20 now we are wanting to do it for display assembly, touch panel, cover glass assembly and the vibrator motor or ringer. So this is like a differential excise duty dispensation, like 11.5% in favor of domestic mobile handset manufacturers. 2015-16 was when it started. So there was like 1% excise duty if you make it in India and 12.5% of countervailing duty if you import the same. So you have having like an 11.5% differential, and then over a period of time they have moved it to higher end of the value items. So Ravi Shankar Prasad had recently tweeted that India has got now 120 mobile phone manufacturing units. You've got Foxconn in Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh, Flextronics in Andhra Pradesh, Micromax in Telangana, Lava and Intex in UP, and Vivo and Oppo in UP. So we are moving towards our domestic thing. So now 99% of the mobile handsets are actually assembled or manufactured locally. Now assembly is what it is, not really manufacture. Value addition is 12% of the total $24 billion industry. And we are the world's second largest mobile manufacturing base, right behind China. And we are now ahead of Vietnam as well. We make like 330 million mobile units a year, including feature phones. And our consumption is only 282.9. The only problem is that we don't have an in-house technology and R&D, and that's where it is pinching, because the critical components are still designed in a Taiwan, a Korea or China. Only when that's made in India, then we can go and tell the Chinese that hey, we are going to boycott you completely. We are going to go for Make in India. So I hope this video would have given you some further insights of what concrete stuff to talk when someone talks about this jingoism of Indian phones versus Chinese phones. This is really a lot of data packed here. I hope you can really now debate with people more rationally on this. Thank you.